Alright everybody, this is my first official YouTube video, and as you can see I've decided I'm going to do Minecraft, which is probably the most common YouTube video for people to start with. Figured it's pretty easy, I know it pretty well, and I wanted to try and do something a little bit unique. So I did some digging and I wanted to do vanilla, but I wasn't sure I wanted to do straight vanilla. So I went into the Curse client and dug up the Vanilla Plus mod pack from the FTB team. Not exactly sure what I'm expecting here. There's a mod list here. It's got a lot of really familiar ones in here. There's a few in here I'm not familiar with, but for the most part I do know them. There's, like I said, a couple I don't. A few that I've heard of and haven't really used, but it tries to stick to the general theme of a traditional vanilla Minecraft in most ways. So that could be interesting. So I think for the most part it's going to be a pretty easy one for me to get a hang of in the long run. I'm on my own right now, so hopefully I'll be able to get a recording in, this being my first one. That doesn't sound too choppy and doesn't have my children running around in the bathroom backgrounds making all kinds of noise. I'm not sure how long they're going to be gone, but I don't imagine it'll be long. So let's go ahead and get started. I created a level earlier that and then kind of botched a recording and decided that I would just go ahead and create a new world this time around. I'm going to go ahead and call it Pactus. That's me. New, well, do recording, just so I can remember it, 2, call it that. I'll make sure survival mode, I'm going to go options here, and we will go with something along the lines of your belong to us. You know, little nerd reference there, although it's probably not that special or even that unique. It's probably done 1,000 times by other people, but anyway, I thought it would be fun. We'll see what it gives me. Probably nothing too special, just a regular old normal world. I just hope I don't end up on a single little teeny tiny island in the middle of an ocean like I have had happen to me before. So without further ado, let's begin. And it's taken a little bit of time. See, the last time I did this, I let it sit idle for too long, and it created all kinds of issues. Well, the main issue was the fact that it got dark too quickly, and I wasn't prepared for nighttime. I ended up having to do the newbie method of nerd pulling up and creating a platform. All right, let's give it a second to render in. Hopefully it's recording at a reasonable rate. Definitely a solid forest biome, lots of trees, some nice features over there. Let's go nice and easy, steady, moving a little quick. All right, some water down there. See some cows. It's a good spot. Glad to see most of this. All right, so I started on top of a tree, which is, believe it or not, somewhat convenient. So we'll just go ahead and, you know, kind of drill my way down the tree here, and that'll be my first item. Now, I think this mod pack has been adjusted so that when you cut a tree down, the leaves vanish instantly, so you don't have to wait for them to despawn. Of course, that's assuming they're not connected to anything. Alright, so there's my first tree. I'm going to go ahead and cut another one down. I want to make sure I have enough to at least make a 5x5 little shelter, although I may just go ahead and dig a hole in the side of a hill or something just to kind of hide myself away and not have to use up resources building a house this early in the game. And that'll give me the opportunity to dive into some mining early on here. I do apologize if this, you know, is a little hackneyed in its use, or cliched if you'd rather, but I am planning on doing other games and other videos in the future. Hopefully that'll build, and I'll be able to get some friends on with me. Something I've always wanted to do, and a lot of times people might ask you why. I don't really have a reason. I just thought it might be kind of fun to try and start a YouTube channel. I've had some interesting experiences playing games on my own as well as with friends. I have some exciting games coming up that I'd like to play, and I want to kind of capture some of those moments, and I figure if I'm going to do that, I may as well share those moments with other people. I am a teacher, so my summers are somewhat free, other than the fact that I stay home and take care of my 2 little girls. But for the most part, I'm off during the summer, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get lots of videos recorded during the summer, so that I can take it easy during the school year and actually do my real job. So, all right, I think that's. I've got about a half a stack of trees here, so let's. Oh, a little cave down here. That might actually not be a bad idea. So that is a gourd garden. Okay. From Pam's Harvest Craft. That's a mod that I've played a little bit with, but I'm not real familiar with it. It's a cave. Let's see, how deep does it go? It goes in there a little ways. I'm not so sure I want to put myself into that situation just yet. So what I'll do is I'll come over here. I think there was a little hill over on the other side of this water. Maybe? Yeah, maybe I'll just drill into the side of the hill over here. I want to say there's a smaller hill. Maybe I got turned around. Oh well, whatever. So I'll go over here. Looks like there's some sand over here, so I'll be able to make up some glass early on. Ooh, little lag there. I've had this computer for about 3 years. It's not a bare bones computer by any stretch, but there's certainly limitations that I'm beginning to see as it kind of becomes more aged. I'm not necessarily going to call it an old computer, but it certainly isn't new. All right, so let's go ahead here. We'll make a quick crafting table. And I know this has the ability to do this, and I think this is mainly just for aesthetics. I don't know if there's any special functions this crafting table has, but oops, we can do that. Get some sticks. Oops, man, talk about rusty, huh? What? Oh, knucklehead. Yeah, see, talk about rusty. All right, let's try that again, shall we? We'll do that. Take a pickaxe. Do this and get myself a regular axe, and then just kind of pile you guys up. All right, so it's getting dark, which means now is a good time for me to start getting into somewhat of a shelter here. I'm going to go in a little ways like this. All right, now from here I'm going to go 2 spaces. This way, I know, now that I've got some stone, I should make a stone pick, but I'm going to use up the wooden one first. Waste not, want not. I know, silly, right? Alright, so let's see. We're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Haha. Yeah, and you thought I was gone. Haha, sorry. I know it was a little black there, but forgive me. I must have, I think I must have misestimated here. What did I goof up on here? 1, 2, oh, I went too far over this way. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. I guess I'll go one more. Wait, no. I'm good. Wait, no. Am I? Yeah, went too far. Okay, so we'll just do it this way. No big deal. So, a little bit more about me. I consider myself to be a gamer at heart, certainly. There are certainly times when I go a period of time without doing any gaming, and I think that's a kind of a good way to approach gaming because you don't get sick of it. And if you sort of pace yourself, then you have a tendency to, not burn out on one particular genre or game. And that's certainly not something I want to do. I don't want to burn out on anything. I'm just going to make a shovel real quick, too. Pickaxe. Okay. I need to find some coal pretty quick. A little bit about the equipment I'm using. I'm using Audacity to record the audio. I decided I wanted to do a separate audio and then sync it with a program in the computer after the fact. And I'm using OBS as my screen capture, my game recording software. And I've heard a lot about it, that it's a pretty reliable tool, so I'm going to try it out. Plus it's, seems pretty easy to use, has some pretty simplistic options, and it's free to use, so why not? I have a headset on with a mic, but I'm not using that particular mic to do the recording, the audio. That mic, it's a decent mic, and the headphones are pretty good. It's a Turtle Beach PX22 gaming headset, which I spent a little bit of money on, and I'm very happy with it. It's got some good sound to it when you're trying to listen to games or music or whatever. But the mic is a little bit under the quality that I'm looking for with my recordings here, so I decided pretty early on that I wanted to replace my not really replace it, but use something else for my mic. So this is the result of that, I should say. All right, let's throw some of this sand and some decorative stuff in here. Those can go in there. And the apple's good for now. I don't need to eat anything. All right, so let's go out here. And so for the microphone that I got, I'm using a Blue Yeti. I got the Platinum Edition just because I thought the color was cool. And it was recommended to me pretty early on. Again, it's got some nice quality to price. It's good value, I guess is probably what people would call it. And the end result is you get a decent quality recording for a very, very reasonable price. And that a feature that was very important to me, especially since I'm not really entirely sure how this whole YouTube thing's going to go. So if it goes well, then great. It's wonderful. And I'll be thrilled. But the bottom line is I don't really have any expectations necessarily. Certainly I would like to see things, see this YouTube channel kind of take off. I have a friend who does some video production. He's going to help me out with some things potentially down the road. And I know that he would love to get some publicity and whatnot. So if things go well for me, and that turns into him having things go well for him, then hey, that's great for both of us. And I'm sure he would appreciate that. So let's see if I can get some charcoal going here, just so I can have something to light my way. And do I have? I do. That's what I was hoping. Well, 3 doors. I guess that's pretty. I guess that's standard nowadays. Totally forgot about that. I got 2 doors, just in case, safety. Didn't really need that. So the Blue Yeti is actually a really nice microphone. I've been really pleased with it so far. Been able to play around with some of the settings to tinker with it a little bit. And it's nice. I mean, I've been pretty impressed with the quality that I've got out of it so far. Light my stuff up in here. I know it's not perfectly square, but that's perfectly fine with me. Get some more torches going. And, you know, I think like this spot right here actually looks like it's begging to be an entryway into a mine shaft. Don't think I'm going to, I don't know, should I do too wide? Probably not. That'd be just a little ridiculous. You know what, why not? I'll make it too wide. Hoping that, you know, I'll get a little ways down here and I'll be able to start digging up some coal or some other stuff like maybe some iron and whatnot. The end result being that I'm more prepared. So starting up in a hill, I'm hoping that I don't reach the back of the hill before I reach the bottom of the hill, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to end up breaking through the back. Alright. Good. And then we'll go here. I know I'm going to try and keep it well lit for you guys. Because, you know, I don't like dark videos, but you never know. Does this work? Aha, it does work. Nice. I wasn't sure if that was going to be included in this idea or not. Or is that a vanilla mechanic now? I don't know if I've ever really looked into it at all. So, alright, when this pickaxe breaks, I'll go back up to the surface and check things out. Yeah, hello, I can hear zombies in my ear. I think I hear a skeleton too. So, I like a lot of different genres of games. I love a lot of solo type games, and there we go. There's a bunch of solo type games that I'm really rather partial to. I love Minecraft. A lot of times I'll start a world and then just run it for a little while and then do nothing with it, which may seem a little ridiculous, but hey, what can I just say? Then I'll start something new and, you know, keep going. I don't know, I just like the newness of running into a new world and just seeing if there's anything different I can do with it in, you know, any particular time. So, you never know. Bottom line is I enjoy doing Minecraft, and I'm comfortable with it, and that's part of the reason I decided that this was what I wanted to do for my first set of videos. Make some stairs here. Okay, that's how many it is. Oops, somebody's messaging me. Okay, never mind. That's my video friend. My video editor friend, I should say. Now, this is not going... gotta change... Oh, come on. Gotta get my scroll wheel settings right. Oh, bother. Alright. Yeah, see, this is the newbiness. You know. See, you know, this is the kind of thing that drives people nutty bonkers. Right? Right, yeah. Yeah, see that? I knew that was going to be an issue. Bother. Yeah, see, this is a newbie mistake. Totally. Which is something I should not be doing. I should not be making these crazy mistakes. Because I'm certainly not a noob with Minecraft. Alright, I don't know what the deal is with my scroll settings, but it's just not working. I tried setting the sensitivities down, but, you know, it'll do this. That'd be a little simpler. Ugh, there we go. Oh, stop it. Yeah, see? Right. I'm not going to make it too long of a video because I know I don't have a whole lot of time before family makes their way back, but I wanted to get a good start on it and kind of establish things. Do this. Come down here and we'll just start off like this. I'll hack this one out. looks like everything else will work just fine. So I have my entryway into my wonderful mine shaft here. I haven't found any resources yet, but it looks to me like I'm only down to eye level 60 anyways, so that's, I guess, what happens when you start on a hill. Still dark outside, and wow, something underneath my key. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Bottom line is, I'm pretty much established here. Unless I know I have a double entryway here, which works. Hi. That was foolish of you, Mr. Spider. So it's my double entryway. Some other games that I'm really into. I love playing racing games, so I'm really into like the Dirt series is cool. I'm really into Rallycross. I've been following Rallycross all year. Some pretty cool stuff happening there. Ken Block is just a phenomenal racer, something that I would love to get into. And something else that I've been trying to kind of break into is doing some voiceover work, which, believe it or not, takes more than just having a decent voice. You gotta actually have some creativity and some actual acting prowess. And I'm definitely not an actor, but I think I can present myself well enough with my voice. Not that my voice is perfect. You know, everybody dislikes their own voice. Pretty sure that's like a requirement for people to just, you know, not like their own voices. My voice does tend to be a little low, so if there's any feedback people want to give me about, you know, what I can do to adjust things or whatever, let me know. If there's rendering issues, if the quality's down, you know, just kind of keep me posted. Make comments if you need to. But certainly also, if you enjoy the video and you want me to keep doing it, then go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button so that I know that this is the right way to go. Otherwise, you know, I'll take suggestions. I'm not like, I don't have a lot of expendable income. Most of my money is spent on my my kiddos. You know, families first, right? So any extra money I have typically goes towards, you know, other things. All right. Still not seeing any resources. And I'm not very far down still. 47. I'm going to try to get down to Y30 at least before I start panicking. All right. Well, there's some dirt. This is either a good sign or a bad sign. Let's see. See, this is why I have the shovel. Oops. I think that I went too low. Oh, I'm out of... That's silly of me. I'm all out of torches. So I'll try not to talk over the entire video when I'm doing a recording because... Oh, well that's going to be a problem. Try that again. Just temporarily. Because ultimately what I'd like to do is, you know, be able to edit easily, but I want to let my actions and the game sounds and everything do it justice. Speaking of, let me know if the game sounds are too loud. I can't really tell. It feels okay for me, but I'm not sure how it renders in-game. I also want to know how much stuttering there is and what the quality's like. I'm still getting used to how to get the settings set up, which is why this is called a test recording primarily, although it could turn into a actual regular series. I'm not really sure yet. Let's go out and just take a peek at my surroundings. So it looks like a humongous ocean just off here. Nice area. some cows that know how to swim. Floating cow. And a lily pad. Are those lily pads or some other type of flora? Perhaps one of those mods I'm not familiar with. Wow. Cows galore. Yikes. Alright, so I think we should be all set with food and leather. It'd be awesome if I found a pile of sheep somewhere and then I could just make a bed right away. And there's some lava down there. Good to know. It must be the tree from one of the newest updates. What's this tree over here? It's kind of got a different texture. Was that one of the... Was that a hive? That's a beehive. Oh, okay. Pam's Harvest Craft beehive. Okay. Alright. So, I know I'm on the coast. And I think this is probably going to wrap up the video at this point. I know I didn't get a whole lot done, but I think it was a nice start. Good way to sort of establish a baseline of what to expect. In the end, I do plan on doing several different series, but I think what I want to do is try to start by doing about 2 videos a week. I know during the summer I'll be able to do more, but I don't want to set myself up and make promises I can't keep. So until next time, I guess I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and hopefully I'll see you guys in future episodes, and perhaps get some help from you guys getting me going here. We shall see. And it starts raining. Alrighty. Take care, guys.